Playing Alan Wake 2. The heart.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed.
Oh, fuck.
The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
My experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
How did you hear about the murder, Ilmo? Do you know anything that could help us?
People tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna ja vihta. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
Even like the ambient conversations in this game with NPCs that aren't like main cutscenes have like tons of unique animations around them.
What is this thing?
So much love and care is put into this game.
Monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater for me. How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown, was founded by Finnish immigrants. So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalan piirakka.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by. Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder. Operations here are run by a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can gnaw right through a garbage.
Like there's unique animations for every fucking word he's saying for an optional conversation that you can miss.
Thank you. I need to head out.
What'd you find there, Stephen?
Nothing. Just something that shouldn't be here. Thooms my ass.
Let's get to the murder side, Casey. A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know what. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve.
God, this game is so fucking pretty.
I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
And you know, there's a couple of small dips here and there, but for the most part, this game is fucking rock solid at 60 or 30. Of course, I'm playing, you know, almost always will play it at fucking 60. I much prefer a higher frame rate to better graphics. And on the resolution side, it's a little bit low, but you would never tell because they have a really, really good upsampling technique. Most of the time you can tell, but honestly, you really can't with this game. Okay.
Monsters? Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around. Learn what this ritual is. After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters. And
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else. Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
on it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
It's also looking like Silent Hill 2 remake is coming out pretty soon. According to the rumor, it's in May. That'd be cool. Contrary to what a lot of people think, I actually think it's going to be awesome. I've seen like so much doubt and skepticism, which don't even get me fucking started on that, man. Like every day, the fucking Silent Hill community is unbelievably fucking toxic. Like you don't even know, okay? Like, there's some toxic communities, and then there's the Silent Hill fucking community. They were constantly bitching, can we have another game? Can we have a new game? Because there wasn't any games for fucking years. The series was dead. And now we're getting 3 games. We're getting Silent Hill 2 Remake, which is the fan favorite. It's not my favorite Silent Hill, but that's the one most people think of, so that's getting remade. We're getting a brand new Silent Hill F, and then we're getting a third game that is yet undisclosed. So we went from a series being dead for over 10 fucking years, not a single whiff of anything, to having 3 games in the works. And people are somehow bitching. And like they talk about how like, oh my god, it's Bloober Team. Their gameplay sucks. They haven't really done a whole lot of actual fucking gameplay, okay? They do like walking simulators, but that's the thing. They advertise them as walking simulators. With the Silent Hill, they've straight up said, we're doing something different. We're doing, we're staying true to the gameplay of Silent Hill, but we're updating it. So it's like they haven't even tried to do something like this yet. So we don't know if it's going to be good or bad, but I would at least like to give him a fucking chance. And I would say from the trailers and stuff I've seen, it actually looks pretty good. It's gorgeous. It is very graphically intensive. It even has real volumetric fog. Most of the time, when they do a fog in games, even now, it's fucking a 2D sprite. Even if it's convincing, it's still a flat object. This is an actual, 3D fog with heft and weight that actually moves and touches the environment. Which, honestly, it makes sense they would, spend so much resources on fog, because it's fucking Silent Hill. There's one thing you're gonna nail, it's the fog.
To the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
Caseboard. Heading for ritual. Cult ritual. No. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's my bad. Cult symbols. Yeah, I should have figured that out. Let me see. Murder, Cauldron Lake. Footprints leading to the forest. Okay. Profiling.
I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's Ladle? These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Hey, watch, I appreciate you.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The page described the hut being lit. And mentioned a fuse. This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though.
It's a good thing they did, otherwise you'd be fucked.
Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
Yup. Already got the answers to these. The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist isn't close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store. The witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey, I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson. The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
Christ! Occultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
So I was trying to. Fuck yeah. And more inventory space. Oh yeah!
The text on the heart is clearer now. I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here.
Just touch it with your bare hand, huh?
Inside in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense. Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale. Watch yourself out there.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back.
Worst sense of direction.
Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
Okay. I'm en route to Witch's Ladle. This case just keeps getting weirder. But it is exciting.
Oh shit. God, the gore in this game is impressive, but also really fucking weird. Well, I wouldn't say weird. I would say gory. I mean, ultimately, that's the point, but still. That goes mine. Yeah, but you give me for doing my sense of deals and do them. Yeah, do my deals and you're gonna she's fucking SSK because me.
The wave
Yeah, but you give me
crashed
for
on the
doing
far
my
side
sense
there.
of deals and do them.
I brought you the Heart Witch.
Gotta be
Show me
giving
the
you for
tower.
doing some new. Yeah, but giving you for doing my shit. Because my she's fucking. Gotta be giving you for doing my. Yep. Man, my OCD is being a dick.
Casey, I think I'm in the overlap. Are you still on your way? Casey! Casey,
Nope,
do
you're.
you need me?
You fuck now.
Fuck. Okay, Saga. Going in solo. Logan? Logan! Where are you? What the fuck was that? Logan's back in Virginia.
West
You know how
Virginia.
to make things.
Gotta be the day. What weapon upgrades can I get? Can I please forgive me for doing this? Excuse me. I'll wait until I have more pages, just to be sure.
Please help me.
What was that? Did I get turned around? No, this is right. This place is looping. Like a nightmare. He's here. Nightingale.
Trapped here. To escape. Danger.
Who is that? It's like they're coming in over a bad signal.
This game does such a great job creating atmosphere, man. It's kind of insane how great the atmosphere in this game is. Shit. Did he die? Yeah. He's honestly not that tough because it is pretty much the first boss in the game.
Who are you?
What is this? Who are you?
Hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI. I can hear you.
Cauldron Lake.
Yes, I'm at Cauldron Lake. Where are you?
How to escape. In danger. The dark presence.
Danger. Thanks. Got it.
this game immediately. Like, every part of this game hits you over the head. It's fucking great.
Are you okay?
No! It's my fault! It got out with my face! Scratch!
Sir, calm down. I'm gonna need you to take a breath.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Story. The dark presence. We must stop it before...
Easy now. First things first. What's your name?
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. I've been...
Wake? Where did you come from? You've been missing for 13 years.
13.
God, the music in this game kicks so much ass. This is Alan Wake's theme that they made just for this game, and this fucking song rocks. In the dark, hands apart, made a promise that I'm coming out alive. Raging heart, ain't too far. I will never lose myself again, am I? I was calling you. Did you hear me? I lost my way. I lost my way. I was trapped in 1,000 nights. I no escape. Nightmares taking me over. And now I'm wide awake. And I make 1,000,000 sounds and the waves I break. And it's finally over. And now I'm wide awake. Now I'm wide awake. Like, the soundtrack for this game is fucking, like, up there with the all-time best soundtracks. Ending lights, burning eyes. I can see myself and I don't need to hide. All this pride will pay the price. I will never leave again, I'm by your side. I was calling you, did you hear me? I lost my way, I lost my way. I'm trapped in 1,000 nights and no escape. And it's taking me over, and now I'm wide awake. And as I make 1,000,000 sounds to the waves I break. And I'm over, and now I'm wide awake. Like, don't get me wrong, the Old Gods of Asgard, the whole musical number, it's amazing, but there's so much more to the soundtrack than that. Like 1,000,000 times the waves I break, and it's finally over, and now I'm wide awake. Such a great song.
Where did you go? All of a sudden the radio stopped working and then that flooding just disappeared. Crazy forest. Is this who I think it is?
Casey, say hello to Alan Wake. Mr. Wake, this is Special Agent Alex Casey. He'll escort you to our car. Casey, I'll meet you there, right after I take a look around. If the flooding's receded, there might be evidence we missed earlier.
Okay. See you there.
So pretty. I'm gonna wait for a little bit though, because there's like a whole conversation here.
Am I still... Is this the dark place? No, it can't be.
Give me for doing light.
I got out.
Give me.
Yeah, the PI from your books has the same name as me. Great. Moving on. It's a bit of a hike to the car, Wake. Get your bearings, then we'll head out.
I need another minute.
What do you give me for doing my
I'm late. I thought I'd never see this place again.
Take your time. But you should know these woods aren't the safest.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
It's getting dark. You have a flashlight? It's not safe without a light.
I have a light. And a gun. You can relax, Wake.
And pages. If you see pages of writing anywhere, you must take them and keep them safe. Our lives could depend on it. They have vital information.
We know about the pages, Wake. We'll keep an eye out for them.
Okay. Okay, just give me a moment. It's okay.
Take your time.
And I love how there's Cauldron Lake Lodge, even though you can never actually go back to Cauldron Lake Lodge. They still have it there. It's fucking great. I'm also interested to see what the DLC adds to this game.
With the flooding gone, could be further clues out there.
Because we know the first DLC that's coming out in the next couple months is going to be about
The overlap.
Night Springs. We know that the first DLC that's coming out is going to be Night Springs, and it's going to be a bunch of short stories around fan-favorite characters. So here's hoping we get an Alex Casey story and a Barry Wheeler story, because Barry's the fucking GOAT. But the second story is directly confirmed to continue the main story. It's called The Lake House, and it's about the FBC bureau in Bright Falls. And it's going to have, once again, Saga and not Max Payne, I'm sorry, Alan Wake. So I'm wondering what new area she's going to explore in that DLC and what new area Alan's going to explore in that DLC. Yeah. This is the deer from the credits, actually, which is yet, again, another awesome fucking touch. I love shit like that. Oh.
A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Notes and ammo.
I'll take
Looks
it.
like they're tools of the trade.
Okay. Let me see. Okay. I also like how a lot of this game is open hubs. It's not open world, per se, but it's not super fucking linear like the first game was either. I think it's actually a nice balance. I like it when horror games aren't a narrow path. Like, you can be linear and still have room to move around and explore. Plus, this game goes to full survival horror, and in my opinion, that's kind of like a necessity for survival horror. You need to find ammo, which is scarce, which you usually find by looking around. Ah, shit.
Even the animals are turning into monsters.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate, because I hate killing fucking dogs, but, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. More pages.
The cult is leaving supplies around for themselves.
I am finding your way. Now I'm wide awake. fucking song stuck in my head now. Shit. God, the soundtrack in this game slaps so fucking hard. And unlike in the first Alan Wake, where the collectibles were only there for getting trophies or achievements, what have you, that has served no actual in-game purpose, all the shit in this game obviously gives you trophies and achievements, but actually serves a purpose, like unlocking cool shit. Let me see. I'm just making sure I get all the collectibles. I try to be very thorough. And I'm so glad they didn't minimize the presence of Alan Wake. Some people were afraid that Saga would take over. No. I would actually compare it to like Resident Evil 2 Remake, where it's two different campaigns that overlap. Although I would say in Alan Wake's case, it actually winds up being more impressive, because whereas there's a lot of shared locations between Leon and Claire, almost every single part of the game is not shared between them. It's almost like two separate games, totally different areas, totally different weapons, totally different enemies for each. I mean, they feel vastly different.
There's something written here. A poem? Or a riddle? Reminds me of the nursery rhymes I read to Logan when she was little. A little clothespin doll. Perfect weird souvenir for Logan.
Fucking song is so catchy.
Something feels different. I should look around. Charm. Cute. It'll go great on the bracelet Logan made for me.
Like, see? Like, doing that quest gives me a charm that actually does cool shit.
Gotta keep an eye out for more of these rhymes.
Whereas on Alan Wake, all the collectibles were just pages, which were great for story, but, you know, if you're going to have somebody collect something, have actual tangible rewards for doing so. Oh, hey, what's up, bro? Even the manuscript fragments that you find give you shit to improve your weapons. And Alan Wake even has a different upgrade mechanic, which is great. Saga's got the weapon upgrades. Alan has the words of power that pretty much enhance his stats. Although I do think one of the problems in this game is there's kind of a discrepancy in terms of the roster. I feel like Saga gets like all of the great weapons, and Alan's library is kind of, or his arsenal is lacking compared to hers, because she gets the pistol, that can be upgraded to fire full auto and have fucking, like an 18-round clip. He only gets the revolver that has 6 shots. She gets a sawed-off shotgun, and so does he. But once again, she can upgrade hers, and he can't. But she also gets a full pump-action shotgun that fucking rocks. She gets a hunting rifle and a crossbow, and the crossbow is fucking amazing. But, you know, he only gets a flare gun, so she has 5 weapons, and he only gets 3. That honestly kind of fucks with me a little bit. And I hope that's something they rectify in the DLC.
Another one of those rhymes.
Although I will say the flare gun is super fucking powerful. So Julia Levine, The Beast Within. I wonder if that's a real book. Probably. I also love how like their campaigns are so different, and I mean that in the best possible way. Because her campaign is mostly indoors. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Her campaign is mostly outdoors, in the woods and in rural areas. His campaigns are mostly indoors in urban areas.
You were a handsome deer.
Which I think is cool. Two 547. Oh fuck. No, I realize that. 2547. I've actually already 100% completed this, gotten the platinum, I'm just making sure. Worked on the tree.
I have a weird feeling something's changed. What is this? What the hell?
Oh god. Hopefully soon. It's just like I've mentioned before, I want to do it. I have, a lot of footage done completed for it. It takes a lot of work, probably the most work of any kind of video I've ever done. There are dozens of games, and it's like close to an hour video. So, like, I don't just talk about it, I literally show examples. So, like, dozens of footage across tons of games. And, so, yeah. No, I know. I've been meaning to do it for ages. And, especially, that comment kind of agitated me. Because once again, like I said, people literally think that remaster and remake are interchangeable terms, that they mean the same thing. They fucking do not. They do not. There is a world of difference between a remaster, which is adding a little coat of paint, and a remake, which is fucking rebuilding it. And then, there's also the third R that most people don't mention, reimagining. Many of the games that people say are remakes are actually reimaginings. And there is also a difference. Like a great example, how I would put it, is Amazing Spider-Man a remake of Spider-Man 2002? No, it's a reboot or reimagining. Totally different thing. If they keep people were saying The Last of Us remake was really a remaster of a remaster. Never mind the fact they completely rebuilt every asset from scratch, redid all the AI, redid the gun handling, redid the movement, redid the monster encounters, redid the upgrade system. It was a remaster. Oh god. But because it kept the same story, it's not a remake. Fucking bullshit. And then people are like calling Final Fantasy VII Remake a remake. That's a fucking misnomer, okay? It can't be a remake, right? If it acknowledges the continuity of the first game. The fucking Final Fantasy VII Remake games literally acknowledge the original timeline. It's not a fucking remake. And directly alter and change the story. People, it's gotten out of control. And it just bothers me, fucking,
Another charm for my bracelet.
seeing that shit. Because you're welcome to your opinion. Of course you are, okay? That's subjective, okay? But different words have different meanings. That is objective. So when you say that a remaster is a remake or remake is a remaster, you are being objectively wrong. Which is why it bothers me. And because a lot of the time, they will use that fucking term to spread misinformation. And downplay it. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've seen a remake get called a remaster. And that literally downplays the effort involved in it. Remaster. A Red Faction Guerrilla. Remastered. Stupid fucking name. Brilliant point. Same game, coat of paint. Last of Us Part 1. Remake. Total top to bottom overhaul. But it keeps the same story structure.
We've reached the car, Andrew.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth keeps basic ideas but totally reimagines the entire story, restructures it, changes it, acknowledges continuity. Reimagining.
How's it going down there?
I think I'm done here. I'll meet you at the parking lot.
It just gets on my nerves. It's just factually inaccurate. And the same shit is happening with the fucking Paper Mario and the 1,000-Year Door. I'm a huge fan of Paper Mario, okay? And Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door, in my opinion, is one of the greatest games of all time ever. It is the best Mario RPG and one of the best RPGs ever made. There was not any as good Mario RPGs before it or after it. It is a fucking masterpiece. And unfortunately, due to it being on the GameCube, it is hard to find and super fucking expensive. Greatly stopping people from re-getting it, or people who haven't played it from playing it. Because somebody who's not ever played it is probably not going to drop $200, $300 for the game by itself. So when I heard they were bringing it to Switch, I was excited. Hell, if it had just been a straight port, I still would have been excited because it would have been a modern fucking way to play it that doesn't cost an arm and a leg. But then, after watching it, it quickly became apparent it's a full fucking remake. Every asset, every bit of textures, every character model, every bit of lighting, the menu, the text, completely redone from scratch. So calling that a remaster is doing a disservice to the work that was put in. Sweet, that's a lot of manuscript fragments. That's cool.
I already took care of all this.
Yep, finished the case.
Nightingale goes missing for 13 years, shows up murdered, and then turns into a monster. After I stop Nightingale, a rider who's also been missing for 13 years turns up. What's the connection? What kind of case is this?
And it's just, it's factually inaccurate, and it, like I said, it just belittles the work that these developers put in. Okay, because when you say, "Oh, it's not a remake, it's a remaster," you're literally basically saying, "Well, it's just a thin coat of paint." When they fucking totally overhauled it, it's like imagine, here's an analogy. Imagine you, right? You're a mechanic, and you take a car apart that's all old and battered, and keep the frame, but you replace every fucking part of that car with a brand new part. And then, after basically removing everything but the skeleton, and putting in a brand new fucking everything, somebody comes along and acts like you just painted the car.
Creepy dolls. Mysterious rhymes. No weirder than anything else going on, I guess.
And I don't know where this discourse happened, because it seemed like everybody had a pretty firm idea of what things were, and now everybody's using them interchangeably. It's like became a trend.
Okay.
Huh. I see.
Doesn't make sense.
No. So it gets on my nerves. And it keeps happening. There are lots and lots and lots and lots of words in the English language that are synonyms, where it's one word can mean another. I'm trying to think of some. Of course, now I can't think of them. Reboot and reimagining. Those are two interchangeable words. They mean the same thing. Okay? So many different, yes, no, yeah, nope. Different fucking slang for the same thing. That's a synonym. Okay? Those, and it's not just that people are wrong. It's that they use it to hate on these fucking games that don't deserve it. And I cannot stand fucking ignorance and stupidity. And also because it's just basically given a fucking I'm trying to figure out a way to put it. It's these people are using it to bash these fucking games and denigrate them, man. You can just say, "Hey, I'm not interested in this." I'm like, okay, that's cool. But it's like people spreading misinformation. I remember when the fucking Last of Us remake came out, there were people who were trying to tell me it wasn't really a remake, it was a remaster, okay? Those people had never played it, and I had the fucking platinum trophy for it. I words can't even begin to describe having somebody who's played the game be told that somebody else who hasn't played the game knows better. And not only have I played it, I've 100% fucking completed it.
The FBC is definitely playing with things they don't fully understand. And that always goes well.
And like I said, I want to make the video. It takes a long fucking time. You don't understand. I try to get footage, okay? I try to get footage, and not only do I try to get footage, but I try to get high quality footage. So everything I will say in a video, I will get footage trying to explain it. So it can take me ages just to get a 30-second clip. Because I don't just want to talk over just generic footage. I want to give it to, and then there's dozens of games. I have to edit the footage together. I have to provide good commentary. I have to sync it up so that my voiceover reflects the timeline. I have to put text on the screen to show you which game it is and what year it came out, just to be helpful. I have to put the intro and outro. It just takes a lot of effort. So I keep saying, "Oh, I'm going to do it," and then coming back to it. And I'm trying to balance that between actual streaming for, you know, the algorithm trying to get my content up and other videos. So I have my hands full with a lot of shit. But yeah, I mean to do it. I have a 48-minute fucking video that's in there. I just need to finish it and add the last parts of footage and then edit it and then fucking, you know, do it. So, and, you know, honestly, part of it is just I am quite literally mentally ill. Like, I know that has a negative connotation, but I have an anxiety disorder. I have severe O.C.D. So on my best day, I'm struggling with shit. On my worst day, it's almost debilitating. So sometimes I want to do the video, I want to make it, but I'm fucking suffering. You know? And a lot of the time, it's just easier just to play a game, because I'll just be doing this, you know, I talk to you guys, but I don't have to put an effort into it. When I make a more focused video, you know, it's different. But yeah, I do need to finish it. I'm going to set aside some time and really push out the time to finish it, because honestly, it annoys the piss out of me, because it's been like 2 years now that people have been doing this shit. Because like I said, I have 48 minutes of footage that I sat on that I don't want it to all be for nothing. It will be if I don't make the video, and it's just, you know, it's just a matter of finding the time and blocking it out. But hopefully it will come soon. And then there's the whole thing, like, I have, like, so many other video ideas I want to do. That's not the only one. Like, I have so much shit in my head that's on the back burner. Like I mentioned before, I have, you know, a video about the gaming industry in my head, and how people who are bitching about the gaming industry are contributing to it. I mentioned it before. You know, they say, oh my god, why do modern games suck? And then they continue to buy the games that fucking suck, despite knowing that they fucking suck. It's just like, man, Call of Duty has been shit for years, so then why do you keep buying it day one, Dave? Everyone and their mother knew that Modern Warfare 3, the new Modern Warfare 3 was going to suck. As soon as they started showing footage, everyone basically said, yeah, this is basically just a full-price DLC for Modern Warfare 2. I mean, that's what it was, okay? So, from the very beginning, people were like, man, this is overcharged. And then it came out that the campaign was the shortest Call of Duty campaign ever, which, by the way, most of the Call of Duty campaigns are super short, so that's a fucking feat. But it was also shit. Almost everyone unanimously agrees that the Modern Warfare 3 campaign is fucking garbage. It's bad. And then their zombies mode was just fucking Verdansk with zombies. It was so bad. It had fucking glitches galore. It didn't launch with the Platinum Trophy on PS5 because it was recognized as a fucking DLC, because that's what it was. I mean, it was just a failure. And yet, despite all the writing on the walls, despite all of the bullshit, despite all the fucking problems, it was still the second best-selling game of the year of 2023. It was only beaten by Hogwarts Legacy. Narrowly, which took the world by fucking storm, okay? So the fact that Modern Warfare 3 2023 was almost the best-selling game of the year when everybody knew it was fucking shit, everybody said it was bad, is bonkers. It's fucking bonkers. You know, there's been situations where a game will come out and people think it'll be good, and then it turns out it wasn't. Either because there's downgrades that they kept from the public, or it was buggy and rushed. Okay, so people bought it thinking it would be good and then got fucked, and you can't really blame them for that. But I'm saying people fucking knew going into it. People say, "Oh, Pokemon is so bad." It is. The modern Pokemon fucking sucks, and yet they still keep buying it. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet looked like a bad PS1 game, and yet they still sold like 20 million fucking copies. But yeah, Like I said, so I want to make a video about that and expose how people are fucking full of shit. Okay? Because don't get me wrong, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, I'll probably wind up saying it 100 more fucking times, unfortunately, okay? Definitely, the developers who make shit games are culpable, okay? But the people who buy shit games are also culpable, okay? If you find somebody dealing drugs, obviously they're partially responsible, but the person taking the drugs is also directly supporting that. Although, honestly, that's still, I would still give it to fucking people who do drugs because at least they're addicted. These people don't have a physical dependency for shit games. And most people who get on drugs have no idea how bad it really is until they're in too deep, okay? Everybody and their fucking mother can see how bad these games were. It drives me crazy. And then these people think, well, we complained about it. Your complaints mean nothing if you don't back it up with your fucking wallet. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's the entire problem, okay? Their complaints mean nothing, okay? Because these people think that if they tell them, well, we complain about it, that will make the developer change, okay? That's not what it does. When you complain about the game, and then you still buy it, you are telling the developer that they can fuck you in the ass. You may complain about it while they're doing it, but you'll still let them. And that's what they listen to. They don't listen to your feedback. They don't listen to your complaints. They listen to money. And honestly, the people who continuously buy these fucking games year after year, knowing their shit, don't really have a right to complain. It's like, you know what you signed up for, dog. Like, when was the last time a fucking basketball game was good? 10, 15 years? Yet every year it sells like hotcakes. When was the last time FIFA was good? Once again, Blaze is down the charts. When was the last time a fucking wrestling game was good? I think, like, the last year the wrestling game they made, they apologized it was so bad. Okay? Like, it was a public outcry. People still fucking bought it. When was the last time Pokemon game was good? I don't know, 5, 6 years? And like on and on and on, okay? And then that people ignore the good games. The truly awesome games, like Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 is fucking incredible. Without a doubt, one of the best games I have ever played. It might be in my top 5 favorite games of all time. I love this game. It is just about fucking perfect. The story, incredibly well written, well acted. The soundtrack, fucking amazing. The graphics, outstanding. The artistic direction backing it up, amazing. The gameplay, peak survival horror. If you like horror games, Alan Wake 2 is one of the all-time fucking GOATs, okay? It only sold less than 1 million copies the first month of its release, and that's with a ton of marketing and branding. It didn't even chart. Thankfully, it wasn't a financial failure. It still was profitable, okay? But that, to me, is telling. You have a game come out like Alan Wake 2. It's amazing, amazing game. It gets fucking rave reviews from critics. And more importantly, it gets rave reviews from fans. People saying, if you like horror, you need to fucking check this out. If you like the first game, you need to check this out. And it barely makes a register. While fucking Modern Warfare 3, 2023, fucking dog shit, sells like 20 million copies. And then people wonder why games are floundering in certain areas. It's because you're buying bad games and you're avoiding good games. And this is why, okay, people will constantly try to say, oh my god, I'm so tired of console exclusives. They're bad for consumers. No, they're not, okay? Because it's the same principle, right? They know people will buy them so they don't have to try. Yes, exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They are part of the fucking problem. But okay, so it's like you were saying earlier. They know they're half-assed games. They can get away with it. Okay. They have no need to change. They have no need to do better. Okay. Now, if all of the games in the world were on one console, it would be a bad thing because they would not have any need to compete. As much as I get tired of the fanboy bullshit, my country's better than yours, people who literally have nothing better to do than argue about consoles on the internet rather than actually play the consoles, okay? The good thing about the console wars is the competition makes the console companies have to succeed, okay? If Sony wants to go head to head with Nintendo, they better release some great fucking games. Microsoft is only now starting to climb out of that hole because they need to make good games to compete with Sony, okay? The competition means that they can't just rest on their laurels. If there was no competition and everybody made every game on the same platform, it would lower the quality of gaming as a whole. That's what I'm trying to tell people because they wouldn't need to try. When they have a fire under their ass, it compels them to make great games because they have to have a reason. Well, mom and dad are going to buy one system for their kids for Christmas. What's it going to be? Well, we want to make fucking awesome games, so that one system they're buying is our system. So everybody's trying. If you took that away, if there was no exclusives, they wouldn't try anymore and the quality of games would go way fucking down. So it may seem anti-consumer, but at the end of the day, it's not. It keeps quality games. And that's the most important thing, okay? You can have the greatest fucking system in the world. It can be godlike, okay? It can be like Xbox 1,000,000. And if it had shit games, it would be a shitty system, okay? And that's why I like Sony. I like all three consoles, okay? I'm not going to sit here and... Sony. But I like all three systems for different reasons. But I prefer Sony if I had to pick because they, in my opinion, have the best exclusives. And they pretty much consistently always have. If you look at Sony, one thing that they have always got right is exclusives. Sony made a name for themselves on PS1 with the exclusives. Where would PlayStation be without Final Fantasy VII? I know people think it's old now, but the original Final Fantasy VII was a fucking game changer. Metal Gear Solid, Silent Hill, Resident Evil. The first 3 Resident Evil games were fucking PS1 exclusives. Tomb Raider. They fucking got the rights to Tomb Raider and made those exclusives. All these things are what put Sony on the fucking map. If they had no games, they would have been dead in the water. PS2. Out of that console generation, okay, PS2 was the weakest. GameCube and Xbox were far, far, far better selling systems. Or, I'm sorry, better technical systems is what I mean. Okay? Xbox had an actual hard drive built in, and it had twice the graphic capacities. Like, GameCube and Xbox put PS2 to shame technically, and yet, PS2 was the greatest selling system of all time. Still is, to this day. Because the games, the fucking first-party exclusives, and the third-party exclusives for PS2 were legendary. God of War 2, San Andreas, Vice City, GTA 3. You know, they came to other systems later, but they were on PS2 first. Devil May Cry 3, Shadow of the Colossus, Ico, fucking Primal, Ape Escape, great platformers, Jak and Daxter, Jak 2, Jak 3, the Ratchet and Clank games, Sly Cooper, the Final Fantasy games, 10, 11, 12, 10-2, fucking, like the list goes on and on and on. PS2 won because it had amazing stuff. Even PS3, okay? They had the huge price thing. They had the weird boomerang controller they scrapped. They really struggled with PS3, but the exclusives for PS3 were on the fucking money. Uncharted 1, 2, and 3, Killzone 2 and 3, fucking Infamous 1 and 2, The Ratchet and Clank games on PS3 were awesome. Tools of Destruction, Crack in Time, Into the Nexus, Metal Gear Solid 4, like on and on. Even when Sony was struggling, they kept the exclusives. PS4, Uncharted 4, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War 2018, Bloodborne, Until Dawn. I mean, and I can't even list them all right now. There's so many. Even PS5, they came out of the fucking gate strong with Demon Souls remake, day one, first party exclusive. Fucking love that game. And PS5 has had Spider-Man 2. Fuck, sorry, and it's on the tip of my tongue. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, amazing game. I hope to get it eventually. Silent Hill 2 remake, huge deal. Only on PS5. Like the list, Sony has always put a precedent on exclusives, on games. That's why they're my favorite of the two. Oh, well, the three, I'm sorry. Of the big three. And Xbox used to have great exclusives. Okay? Original Xbox, tons of exclusives. Halo, Halo 2, Fable, Morrowind, Jade Empire, Knights of the Republic 1 and 2. Conker's Bad Fur Day, the remake, Live and Reloaded. Not Black, I'm sorry, what was the name of the game? Breakdown. Project Gotham Racing, Project Gotham Racing 2, Forza Motorsport. And there's more, honestly, that I can't even think of right now. But Xbox, a ton of exclusives. 360, Fable 2, Fable 3, Halo 3, Halo 4, Halo Reach, Gears of War 1, 2, 3, and Judgment. Oblivion was a 360 exclusive first for like 2 years. The list goes on and on. Like, it wasn't until Xbox One that Xbox kind of took a step back from exclusives, and they suffered because of it. So, like, okay, well, I guess we were wrong then. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just, people think that, like, removing exclusives would be good, but it would not. On paper, it's like, yeah, I can own all the games with one system. I guarantee you the entire gaming industry would suffer if that happened. The competition is the only thing that keeps them propelled to greatness. They can't rest on their laurels. They can't, okay? Look at Switch. Nintendo just has dominated. They've sold a crazy amount of fucking systems. And the systems are cheap to make, so Nintendo has probably never made more money fucking ever. And what happened? The quality of their games went down. Pokemon is fucking shit. They're not even trying anymore. You get a couple of really great games for Switch, but you can tell that Nintendo saw all the success. They were unopposed because they were doing their own thing in the handheld, and they got fucking lazy. And the game suffered. You need competition. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
and it almost fucking woof. It almost feels like
Another charm. Good thing Logan made me this bracelet.
it feels like a lot of the time some of these people just can't fucking win, man. Like Microsoft. Everybody and their mother bitched that it had no exclusives on Xbox One, and the few exclusives they did have, they didn't market very well. Like, they let Sunset Overdrive flounder. That was a great fucking game. So then Xbox is like, okay, you're right, we'll get exclusives. And now people are like, it's not fair. It's like, so did you want them to have exclusives or did you not? Because You're giving me mixed signals. And then they try to say some fucking bullshit. Like, well, see, Microsoft is buying all these companies. They're securing games that were on other systems. Sony doesn't do that. Are you kidding me? Final Fantasy was fucking known as a Nintendo series. The first 6 Final Fantasy games were Nintendo exclusives. Then they took Final Fantasy away from Nintendo by securing the rights. Metal Gear Solid, the Metal Gear series, started on fucking Nintendo. Silent Hill, they paid for exclusivity. Tomb Raider, they paid for exclusivity. So many games, they paid for exclusivity. Sony has literally paid for tons of third-party games to be first-party. Like, all the Final Fantasy VII Remake games are PlayStation only. Even though Final Fantasy VII, the original Final Fantasy VII, is on tons of platforms now. Nope. Final Fantasy XVI will pretty much never come to Xbox. And that series had the last 4 or 5 games have been on multiple systems. So that's not Sony paying for exclusives? Yeah. The only difference is that Microsoft bought them outright. Because they can. Sony is a billion-dollar company. Microsoft is a trillion-dollar company. They're like, you know. But, you know, people acting like Sony hasn't, like, gotten games from usually on other systems and bought third-party exclusivity rights is just fucking stupid. That's what they do. It's just dumb. I mean, I'm a huge Sony fan, okay? But it totally is what they do. Bloodborne. You don't think Xbox fans would have wanted to play Bloodborne? The previous games that FromSoft made were on Xbox as well. Dark Souls 1 and 2 were on Xbox. But Sony wanted a strong launch title, relatively speaking, strong launch title that came out within the first year or so. So it's, in my opinion, Bloodborne is still a very early PS4 game. So they paid for exclusivity for Bloodborne. Even though they didn't own they didn't own FromSoft.
Locked box.
Actually, I have to store some items. So I'm saying, like, saying that Sony doesn't, like, take exclusives away from Xbox, bull fucking shit. They do it all the time. Is there not a storage thing? It's weird. I guess I have to progress further to get that then. Guess that's my bad. I just think it's funny. It's kind of stupid. Fuck, even like Crash Bandicoot, man, and Spyro were third. Like, when people think of Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, think of PlayStation. Those were not made by PlayStation. Those were not owned by PlayStation. Okay, Universal Games actually owned the rights to Crash and Spyro, and then it got moved over to Activision because they were owned by Vivendi, and then Activision bought fucking Vivendi. It's a whole thing. But Sony paid for them to be PS exclusives from a third-party studio. I'm sure people on 64 would have loved to play Spyro. But nope. And that's what I'm saying. The Sony has been playing the game like that this entire time. And now Microsoft starts buying out studios. Or like Insomniac. Insomniac was making games for Xbox, Sunset Overdrive. Then they bought out the studio and earned the rights to Spider-Man. Sony does not own the rights to Spider-Man, okay? If they had wanted to, Marvel could have licensed it to Xbox as well, because people think that Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man games. They don't. They only own rights to Spider-Man movies. So if they had wanted to put it on Xbox, they could have, but Sony paid them to make sure it didn't happen. And it's been a huge success. So, people get on my nerves. It's like they're like blatantly saying shit that's not true. I love Sony, but I'm not going to sit here and fucking lie and say they don't do that when they very, very, very clearly do. And then people delude themselves into thinking that Microsoft is buying these exclusives to share them. They're like, well, they'll probably still bring the Elder Scrolls 6 to PlayStation. No, dog, they're not. They share some games, okay? And I will actually say in that respect, Microsoft has been more forthcoming than, say, Sony or Nintendo, actually sharing their third-party exclusives with other people.
Another lunchbox.
But the big ones they kept, okay? Did they share Starfield? Fuck no, because that was the big tentpole title game. Whether you like it or not, that's still what it was. Okay, I think that's about all I can do right now for this part. Now I'm gonna go and switch over to Alan. Oh shit. Okay, so if I go, okay, gotcha. I see where I can go now. I gotta go around. But yeah, people are just dumb. And their stupidity irks me. Yeah, I'm not trying to fucking rant. I guess it's too late for that, but yeah. Yeah, I've thought about it, yeah. No, that's definitely on the books. Making a video in defense of, it's not even really just targeting people who hate on Dying Light 2, although that's going to be part of it. It's about making a video about, in defense of Dying Light 2, saying how much I love it and how it doesn't get enough credit and how it was always good. Not, well, they're making it good now, it was always good. And I will address that, but the point of the video won't be to shit talk the haters. The main point of the video will be saying, hey, Dying Light 2 is actually really good, and I don't understand the hate that it gets. Like I said, I have a lot of ideas on the plate. Like, a lot. And yet I only have so much time. I have to stream. I have to try to make shorts to get my content up. I've got to try and get sub goals. I'm almost 100 away from applying for partner. I'm really trying to push to get that so I can have some kind of money coming in. I've worked so hard at it, at this for so long, about 5 years. And I'm finally, within the reaching distance. I'm trying to make that push. Hopefully I'll be able to apply for partner and make it this year. And once I get a partner, they're going to promote my channel way more. Because YouTube's like, okay, we're making money off of you, so we're going to push your videos. And the algorithm. So it's like rolling a ball down a hill. It'll be much easier to get views after that. So, I'm bright fucking there. So I have all these ideas. And yet I only have a limited amount of time to work with them because I have to deal with mental illness, for one. I have to help my family, for two. Like I said, just about everything in my house that's physical labor, I have to do. So I have to go to the store. I have to walk the dog. I have to get the mail. I have to take out the trash. I have to get the groceries. I have to put the groceries away. Heavy lifting, carrying them into the house all the way across the driveway. I have to do anything it needs doing. And I'm bitching about that because it's for my family. I love my family, so I would gladly do it, but it takes time out of my day. Then I'm dealing with mental illness. Then I'm trying to stream so much to keep my algorithm up. Then I'm trying to make shorts, and then I'm trying to edit these videos. I've just got a lot of shit going on. And also trying to keep the Discord alive. I'm trying to grow the Discord and make it, I try really hard to make the Discord engaging. I try to stay active in the Discord. I try to keep talking in the Discord. Oh, that's cool. I try to keep the Discord active. I try to talk to everybody and include them. I try to get new members. I try to keep people engaged with interesting topics for conversation. I try to stay active.
You ready to go?
So, come on, Echo. I got so much shit coming at me at once.
Mr. Wake, we're taking you back to our field office in Bright Falls. You can freshen up there, and then we'll talk properly.
But I do need to be putting more effort into getting those videos done.
If you see anything, I'm totally fine. Don't freak out. Dad shouldn't have even texted you.
Logan? No one texted me. What's going on?
I'm totally fine. I slipped, that's all. God, it's not the end of the world.
Put your father on the phone.
Okay.
So,
Dad, it's Mom.
I just got a lot of stuff going on. I got a lot of stuff I want to do. I got a lot of stuff pulling me in every direction, and there's only so much for me to go around.
Bumped her head. She has a slight concussion, but I'm keeping an eye on her. Lucky I heard her fall. She could have drowned.
Jesus, David. Why didn't you call?
I tried. It didn't go through. She's fine, really. But how about you? You sound stressed.
No, it's, just weird case, that's all.
Well, if you...
Huh, that's kind of cool.
My years of board game victories tell me Colonel Mustard did it.
I'll keep an eye out for him.
So are they gonna add official bikes, or is that somebody just fucking around with the code?
Want to say bye to Logan?
Just tell her I love her. Bye for now. Is there anyone you'd like us to reach out to, Mr. Wake? You've been gone a long time.
No. They'd be in danger. It'll come for me.
Okay, let's talk about something else. Robert Nightingale. Do you know him? You were both here in 2010.
Yeah, he knows Robert Nightingale is a douche.
The Dark Presence got him back then. That's the last time I saw him. 13 years. Oh, fuck me.
Tell us about the pages. You had what looks like a title page with you. Return. Is this the name of the story on these pages? The writer's name has been scratched out pretty violently, but your name can still be made out underneath.
Scratched out. Yeah. Scratch.
Did you write these pages, Mr. Wake?
I'm trying to remember. It's a crazy jumble, like a nightmare. It doesn't make sense.
show tonight?
Waking up in places with no memory of how I'd gotten there. It was out of control. I didn't need another mugshot in the fucking tabloids. Had I already done the show?
I love the way this game blends game with live action stuff, honestly. It's super awesome. And the way it seamlessly transitions is great, too.
Good to see you, Alan. This must be an exciting time for you. Tell me, does it ever get old?
So does what get old?
Publishing a new book. Are you okay there, my friend? You look like you've been cooped up in the writer's room for a few too many years.
This is exactly how I feel.
You know, I've waited so long to get my hands on the sequel to Departure. You left us on quite the cliffhanger. We've all been dying to know what... It's not a lake, it's an ocean. Really.
This game is so fucking meta.
Well, our wait is over. Your new book, Initiation, hits the shelves tomorrow.
What?
That's exactly what every reader will be asking.
What?
This book is mind-bending. It's so cerebral. I mean, how would you describe it? An auto-fictional thought experiment? A horror story? A postmodern detective story?
Wait. This isn't right. I haven't written anything.
He's so humble.
Okay, you got me. Good prank, very funny. But yeah, sad to say, I've not written this. I'd remember if I'd written a book, right?
Or maybe it was written by your evil double. Well played, man! That is spot on! Playing the role here. Pretending the world of the book overlaps our own. It's very meta indeed. You see, Initiation tells the story of a fictional writer named Alan Wake, who is trapped in a nightmare, desperately trying to find the manuscript of a novel he has forgotten he has written. The book is set in New York, but it might not be New York at all. He is tormented by his dark doppelganger and guided by visions of a fictional detective he has written. That's right, Alex Casey is in this book as well.
I guess we'll just keep doing this the whole show. The joke's on me.
But isn't that what you sign up for with autofiction? No, but seriously, I found the structure of the reality you build in the book fascinating. It reminded me of The Matrix. I mean, the writer is physically in his writer's room, trapped there, and he projects himself out to this dark dream of New York through the story he is writing. Like astral projection. Did I get that right?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Go on. I should be taking notes here. This is great stuff.
Notes to that other Alan Wake in that room writing this as we speak? Are we all in your story, Alan?
This game is so fucking mind-bending and over the top. It's amazing.
I hope it's as successful as your best-selling Alex Casey series. Initiation hits the shelves tomorrow. After this, I'm sure we'll all be eagerly awaiting the culmination of this hero's journey trilogy of yours. A book called Return, perhaps. Yeah, thank you for one of the strangest interviews of my entire career, Alan. All this talk of meta-narratives. I'm expecting to disappear once this scene ends.
And just like that, you're back in the game. Like, it is so fucking smooth and seamless.
Hello? I'm losing it. Something's not right here. I needed to get home. To Alice. What the hell was that interview? Some kind of joke? Initiation? I never wrote a book called Initiation. This felt like a bad dream. Could make a good horror story. Old Gods of Asgard. That name sounded familiar. I was a mess. I'd never heard of this talk show or Mr. Door before. None of it felt right. Was I losing my mind? There was something here. A broken transmission I couldn't quite make out. What was that? A message? Impossible to say.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I missed the exit.
There was something in the studio with me. I had to get out. Waking up from the nightmare, I felt like a drowning man gasping for air. This place felt familiar. A ghost of a memory surfaced, about riding here for countless days. A plot board for mapping out a story. On the index cards, the nightmare that just happened to me. A summary of the story so far, but other notes as well. Warnings. I had written them. I couldn't remember what it all meant. The name Scratch filled me with dread. I could trust these words. I had to act on them. You must write to escape.
back. We have a great show for you here tonight. We'll treat all you Alex Casey fans out there. Alex Casey himself is here tonight. That's right. Sam Lake, ladies and gentlemen. The actor who has given his face to the famous detective in the film series. And of course, we have Alan Wake here. The best-selling writer, the books, the films are based on. Let's do this! Welcome back to the show. So, Alan, as the creator of the character, how do you feel about this?
Sorry, what?
I know it can be an awkward question with the man sitting right next to you, but I mean, how do you feel about him in the role of Casey? Does he look the part to you?
He looks exactly like I always imagined Casey to be. It's uncanny.
Thank you. That means so much to me. I'm a huge fan
That's the fucking director of the game, Sam Lake.
What's the problem, Alan? Because on more than one occasion, you voiced your reservations about the adaptations.
It's not that. They're their own thing. They've gone with choices that are different from mine. I feel protective about my stories, and these adaptations... I don't know. I guess I just wish I could have been more involved in making them.
Well, in that case, you won't have seen this either. We have a clip from the new film, Murder Case Casey. Should we roll it, or do you want to say something first, Sam?
Nah, just roll it.
This city was an old scar that refused to heal. The rain made it fester. It needed the sun, but there was only the night. I was tired. Insomnia covered me like a plastic film.
God, I love James McCaffrey. McCaffrey. It's so sad he died.
Reflection, haunting the view. I was trying to track down the missing writer. My only clue was a table lamp, shaped like an angel. The only thing to shed light on this sordid mystery.
That's great! Murder Case Casey! Great job, Sam. Very exciting and very meta. I'm looking forward to seeing more.
Wait, stop. What was that about a writer? About a lamp?
Like, it's so fucking effortless, the way it shifts in and out. I love it, man. And how they basically filmed a movie along with this game. I mean, this game is crazy fucking ambitious.
Hello?
So much evil that not a bit of good as well. Not one without the other. Good to see you.
Hey, I can't seem to find my way out of here. Can you point me to the exit?
No totta helvetissä. Of course, Tom. The work will instruct its maker. I was gonna get something from the basement for you, but you can get it yourself now. The more cooks, the worse the soup.
Have we met before? Are you trapped in the dark place too?
You remember Ahti, the janitor. You can't be lost if you don't worry about where you are headed. So don't worry, Tom. The sun will shine even into a heap of twigs. Just remember to turn on the lights. It won't take long when you get to work.
What do you want me to get from the basement? And my name's Alan, not Tom.
Ja, mutta katsopako a man, but a man with a tool makes two, Tom. Eikö niin? And a man with a tool can build his own exit. It's in a shoebox, in the basement where you left it. Safe as in the Lord's purse. Here's the key.
I've been trying to find a way to escape the dark place. Any suggestions?
He who mouths about his troubles is the prisoner of his troubles. It's not easy to get out. But don't you worry, Tom. The home is still there where the heart is. I often think about it when I mop the floor and look into the puddle. Water is the memory of the world. Water finds its way.
The janitor was a bit out there, but still a friendly face. I had to trust the basement would get me out of here.
Yeah.
The talk show host map. Or the radio show, I'm sorry. Talk show studio.
An old lamp in a shoebox. Was this what the janitor had left for me?
Oh man, the shit you do with the lamp is fucking amazing.
Significant. A tool for bringing light to the darkness. I felt a magnetic pull between the lamp and the light overhead. Whoa! When the light jumped into my lamp, the whole room changed. Like something in a dream. Opening a way forward, the lamp was humming. The bulb glowed. It held the light now. The glow in the lamp went out, shifting the light in the room. The light carved out something new from the darkness.
Super fucking cool, honestly.
I needed to find another way out. The dark place wants to drown me. I'm losing myself. I have to fight it. I have to remember. The clicker. The light switch. I lost it. But I have the lamp now. The lamp the switch was cut from. This place is a nightmare. Not real, and yet more real than anything. The danger and the horror real. It feeds off my mind. Twisting whatever it takes into psychotic reality. I'm trapped here. I write to escape. I've tried this many times, written countless stories, forgotten how many. I keep failing, but I must keep trying. I use the story to dive deeper. Every word I write is a step forward on this spiral into darkness. I dive to the bottom to find the answer, the map, and the key, the compass. That's combined to form a door leading out. But how do you open a door that's not a door? At the bottom of an ocean that's not an ocean, and a lake that's not a lake.
Some say that it lives forever, this road that I lose you on every time. Some say that it lives forever, this road. Some say that it lives.
God, I love the look and feel of this area.
Somehow I knew the call was for me. Hello?
Alan Wake?
Yes.
Do you know who I am?
No? Who is this?
We'll get to that later. There are spies all over. Shadows.
A sense of deja vu washed over me. Had I had this conversation before?
Alan, listen to me carefully. Caldera Street Station, the subway. You need to go there. I'll call you again later. Make sure to pick up.
Do I know you? I know you from somewhere.
You've just forgotten again. We're in it together. Don't worry. I got you now. We've been working. Great.
I'm losing you. Hello? Hello? The man had said Caldera Street Station. I had to go there.
I love the fucking look of this city so much. The New York inspired cityscape, the fucking colored lighting, the spookiness, it's just, oh my god, so
The Caldera
great.
Street Station sign was there, but the entrance was missing. I had to make it appear. Maybe I could use the lamp to reveal the station entrance.
my...
Is this the way it was on the page?
What the hell? Yeah, look at my shit's fucking SSA, dude. That sounds like a deal.
Oh, hey. We met at Door's show.
Alan Wake, the writer. I'm Alex Casey, looking into a murder.
Please forgive me for doing my sons a deal and doing. Please forgive me for doing my sons a deal and doing.
What is this?
Please
It's a
forgive me for
piece
doing.
of evidence, a manuscript of a novel.
Please forgive me for
You
doing
wouldn't know
them.
anything about it?
A manuscript? What manuscript? I
Please.
need to see it.
Rumor had it the manuscript contained the details of the murders. A murder cult was following the story to commit their gruesome acts. Was Wake their leader? Had he written it? How far would he go to create a perfect work of art? Or would he be the next victim? Stay here.
No, wait! I need a gun!
No chance.
Casey!
Damn it. I remember dying in this alley in a dream I had. He was just gonna keep killing me here, loop by loop. You're not gonna get what you want. You think you know. You know shit. You don't really wanna know. You're gonna get what's coming to you.
This was an echo of the books I had written for years. Picking up Casey's gun felt like I was assuming the role of the detective. I had a light now. I needed to get back to the subway station entrance. There was something hidden here, a phrase repeated over and over. The words resonated with meaning. Had I written this?
Ah, shit.
Shit. With the alley in darkness now, restless shadows block my way. The shadows faded out. Until they didn't. They were trying to stop me. With the gun and flashlight, I could fight back.
These shadows are some of the spookiest things, because the areas are fucking filled with them. But 90% of them are harmless. It's the 10% that ain't, that will fuck you. But you don't know that when you look at them, so you're just surrounded by a bunch of ones, and you don't know which one's gonna try and get you. So you are constantly on edge. It is fucking brilliant.
This was the moment to destroy it. I could use the light to open the subway entrance now.
Everything about this, the look, the feel, the fucking the tension, like this is just fucking peak. It's fucking shocking how great this is. I know there's a map here. I'm trying to figure out where it is. Oh, here it is. Boom. My phone is being a dick. I mean, the lighting, the trees, the shrubbery, the rain, the fucking garbage littering the streets, like, oh my god. It is this fucking beautiful merge of amazing technical feats with insanely great artistic direction. Oh shit! See? Fuck! Fuck!
The story determined where I could go and where I couldn't. written books about Alex Casey for years. Something lingered here. A line from a half-forgotten story.
Alan Wake.
Finally. I'm sorry, what was that, bitch?
Wash away the sins of this city. But some sins, the evidence of the crimes committed, could never be erased. Not by the rain, or any amount of therapy from Dr. Jack Daniels. It remained bruises under my skin, like tattoos. Bruises in my soul. Scar tissue on my heart. The rain never stopped falling. And I never stopped drinking.
Alan Wake. I'm lost.
Hello? Oh. Hey, Alan. You snuck up on me.
Sorry. Have we met?
Memory problems again, huh? Yeah, we've met. Tim Breaker. We've shared notes. Hey, I've made some progress on the map if you want to take a look. I still haven't found my mystery man, though.
You're making a map?
Trying to. It's hard to map a dream, though. I keep ending up in unexpected places. I find interesting things like those strange markings that react to the light, but never the one thing that I'm looking for. Feel free to check the map out. Oh, I've been stockpiling supplies while I poke around. If you find a stash, take anything you need.
I appreciate the help. Who's this mystery man?
Oh, it wouldn't be much of a mystery if I knew. All I have is a name. Warland Dorr.
The talk show host?
No. No, that doesn't sound like him. The guy has many disguises, but a talk show host? No. I'll keep looking. Well, that's my crazy wall. I'm just trying to make sense of things. Don't judge me.
I'll trade you walls any day.
Remember, I was at the morgue. I was about to give the evidence to the FBI. Door transported me here to this dream reality. Why? Who, where, why? Motive, why me? The red-headed woman? Me, but not me. Others I know. Yet they are different facts. Missing time. No memory. Dreams. Abducted. Aliens. UFOs. Until now. Have always ended up here. Will I forget when I get out? Polyhedrons.
See you around, Alan.
God, they fucking freak me out. The whispers, the shadowy look, not knowing which one is going to be the one that comes after you. It is fucking terrifying. It's the not knowing that really gets you. Well, me anyway. You're surrounded by a sea of seeming threats, and you don't know which one is the one you've got to worry about.
The city was a monster, poised to tear into you the second you let your guard down. You thought you had it tamed, that you knew what the hell you were doing. Your last mistake, unless you got lucky. And you didn't deserve to get lucky. You blinked at the wrong time, let your mind wander, and the fire escape that was meant to be your getaway route was gone, was never there at all. You'd gotten turned around somewhere along the way. The city was coming to finish you off, and there was nowhere left to run.
God, this game is fucking gorgeous. Let me see. That's getting on nerves. Everything comes together in such a great way. The look, the atmosphere, the story, it all fucking loops into itself for something that is just truly special. You are not going to find another game like this. And it really pisses me off how slept on this game is. Because this game is fucking awesome. Oh, there it is. Okay, no, I think... Did I already get that one? Maybe. Maybe... Did I? Oh, God, it gives me heebie-fucking-jeebies. Yeah, I already got that one. Just making sure. Trying not to miss anything. Where's this? Okay, let's see where this goes. Hold on. I mean, the green lighting, the fucking overcast, the graffiti, like, it's just so well done. Boom.
Fuck me.
Shit!
Fuck. Is that it? God, I hope so. Aha. Aha. Hell yeah. Fuck, I get it, yeah. Let me go back and make sure I get the other supply cache. Might have more goodies. It should be, like, right around here. Aha! Fuck yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh boy. Oh no, that's a problem. Back the fuck up. Ah, shit. God, it doesn't matter how many times I play this game, this shit gets to me. Hey, how's it going? Let me see. Okay, I think that's everything here, so I can go out into the subway. Let me see. Do.
The gates to the platform were closed. I had a ticket. Something about the station platform felt significant. It would work in my writing, but I needed more. Something lingered here. A half-forgotten memory. An echo.
Murder on the trail of an FBI agent had come here before me on the trail of a murder cult. He'd gone missing, presumed dead. The cult was leaving me clues to follow, connecting the dots from one murder to the next, inviting me to draw an obscene picture on the city map. Caldera Street Station. The name made me think of the exit wound of a bullet.
I had a flash of inspiration. The ghost of my fictional detective. A story thread I could use in my writing. I had a location. I had a story thread. I would put them together, write them into my story to create a path deeper into the dark place. Things clicked into place. The story rang true. I was making progress. The dark place reacted to my story. The way into the tunnels was no longer blocked.
Boom. I'll always take more supplies.
The Fed had glimpsed into the maw of darkness. It swallowed him whole. The tracks led into the tunnel. That was my way forward.
God, this game is so fucking great.
The blood trail continued deeper into darkness.
Yeah. Okay, I can't go that way, just making sure. Fuck.
Shit. I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that either, bro. And yet, here we are. Shoebox. Okay, I'm good for right now.
It was locked from the other side.
Aha! I mean, I'm here, man. That's pretty much all we can do, dude. Just keep going. That's the save room. That's the way I came. Just making sure. I can't wait for the DLC for this to come out. And they basically just confirmed that Alex Casey is going to be in the DLC, by the way. Sam Lake said he just recorded more scenes. He just got done recording more scenes for Alex Casey for the DLC. So I'm hoping in one of the when they do the Night Springs, they said we're going to play fan favorite characters, that we'll get to play him in one of the stories. That'd be really fucking cool. And Barry, since Barry's not in this, I would really, really like to play Barry. And they specifically said that you wouldn't be playing Alan or Saga. You'd be playing fan favorite characters, fan favorites. Kind of hard to, think of fan favorite characters and not think of Barry or Alex Casey, fucking Max Payne. I could also see them doing one with his, wife, Alice. That would be really cool.
The blood trail led me on.
Maybe even do one with Nightingale before he went fucking crazy. Or the Sheriff Breaker, the original Sheriff Breaker from the first game. Or just the new Sheriff Breaker. Like, there's a lot of cool characters that could have interesting stories. I'm also interested to see what Night Spring looks like. We technically saw Night Springs in American Nightmare, but I'm interested to see how this game does it. Let's see,
Another place to use in this story. I needed to search the tunnels for further visions. Inspiration for the story that would lead me deeper. I had a new idea for a scene.
I'm also excited to play the main DLC, the second one, because it's going to be a main game continuation. It's also going to have Alex Casey in it, and it's going to be a fucking it's going to be a connection to Control 2, because the lake house is a control facility. So I'm interested to see how this game sets up Control 2, as well as seeing what new areas they add, because they said they're going to add new places to explore for Saga and Alan Wake. I know that Saga's going to explore the lake house because it's on Cauldron Lake on the other side of it. So that'll be her, but I'm not sure where they're going to have Alan explore. Probably somewhere in the dark, place. So I'm kind of interested to see that as well. And that's great, man.
Story. And with that, the dark place changed. The federal agent had come here looking for answers. All he found was a fate worse than death.
It's bad luck to be on this case. The cult can get you anywhere with that black magic shit. Let the day shift handle it. What happened, anyway?
Some Fed came looking for the cult, but it was a trap. A satanic blood sacrifice.
Anyone who gets involved with the cult, they're next. I heard their leader is this famous writer, Alan Wake. Their unholy motherfucking messiah.
Sounds like a load of bull.
Another echo lingered here. A source of inspiration.
Word is can help me. Word is your research can help me, ma'am. What do you know?
There's more than one urban legend about the cult of the Word. The murder cult used these tunnels for their ritual sacrifices. They say the cult reenacted the murders in Alan Wake's crime books. That Wake was even involved somehow, under a false identity. Mr. Scratch, which is, of course, a nickname for the devil himself.
It was disturbing finding myself in the story this way. But I was desperate, and it felt right for the story.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Fuck. Fuck. Pop them hills. Fuck, I was to say, look at my fucking ass, look at my shit. There it is.
I had a new idea, a new story thread. I was making my way deeper into the story. I could imagine this murder cult performing their macabre acts beyond the collapsed tunnel. The cultists laid the Casey novel onto the altar with reverence. Their twisted Bible. The water was gone. The way forward was open.
So beautiful. Fuck. This game is fucking amazing. Take the pain pills. Oh god, it gives me the fucking heebie-jeebies. Oh! Shit!
Hey, Alan. Tim Breaker, in case you don't remember again.
I know, Tim. I'm remembering more now.
It's good to hear, man.
How's your search for Mr. Door going?
It's not great. This dream we're in, putting a lot of roadblocks in my way.
So you think this is a dream?
I'm not ruling it out. You know, my dreams have always been incredibly vivid. They feel real until the second I wake up. In the dreams, I'm often someone else. A different person with a different name, living a different life in a different world. Alternate realities, maybe. But certain things don't change. Like Door.
The sketch you have does look like the Door I know. The talk show host.
All I know is the Door has something to do with what's happening to me. And he knows that I know. He's like some sadistic mastermind torturing me.
Look at this guy. Look, how you doing this? It's nice. What did he add? What is this place? A dream? Feels like it. Not real. No place. Every place. All places. Any place. Now New York. Not MIC. Away to other places. The Nexus. Is door the gatekeeper trying to get somewhere? Everywhere. Door, gate, portal, port, opening, access window. I'm also excited to see what the fuck is going on with Mr. Door. Because they strongly imply that he's Saga's dad. They don't really go into what the fuck is his deal, or why he's there, or what he does, or why he left, or the fact that he's helping out Alan when he has no reason to do so, or the fact that he says that he's going to owe him a favor. Like, there's some serious shit there. Okay.
The train blocked my way forward, but it was here for a reason. It had a role to play.
There should be a word here. Like, I'm 90%... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's the whole... No. Fuck, I know there's word here. Come on, you motherfucker. Where are you?
I had to keep working on the story.
No shit, Alan. There we go. Bingo. Oh, shit!
I should work this out on a plot board.
See, and they're not even out to hurt you. They just fucking throw you down just for shits and giggles. This game really fucks with me. I mean, it's a horror game, and a good horror game should, but yeah.
I had found another compelling location to use. Hello? Anyone there? Dead. I changed the story. And with that, the dark place changed.
Really, bro? Any more fuckers in here?
It could not be opened on this side.
Go on, ma'am. Go on, ma'am.
This is where the history of the cult gets genuinely disturbing. The cultists tracked down the torchbearers living in the tunnels. They locked the poor folks up in a derailed subway car, doused it in gasoline. Yeah.
Charming.
It turns into a bit of a ghost story after that. They say the dark smoke from the fire still roams the tunnels searching for new victims to devour.
There are no happy endings in this city.
The story thread felt important. I could use it in one of the scenes I'd found. This new plot beat would carry me deeper into the story. A sick and twisted story. But it worked. The subway car had become a burnt husk. I could get through it now.
Shit!
Boom.
My path was blocked. I had to find a way through. The lights would help me.
I'm gonna end this part here. Thank you for watching.